Good
Yes,
afternoon, Mr. McCoy.
yes, sir. Who is this?
This is Mr. McKinnley.
Mr. McKinley. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well today. How about yourself, Mr. McCoy?
Good. I am glad to talk to you, sir. I've been wanting to talk to you for a while. How's life going for a young black man?
Uh, Life's going. It's trying at times, but I'm all is well. I'm here. All is well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, you know, I wanted to talk to you because you know, as I go in the community and I talk to young black men, and I remember we were in the community one day, and you know, I had this discussion with this young black man, and I asked him. I said, "Hey, man, like, you know," he said he carried a gun. I say, you know, why do you carry a gun? And you know, you might be on paper or whatever. And a lot of young black men, why are y'all carrying these guns? And here's what he told me, and it gave me an eye opener. He said, "Look, man, I don't want to carry a gun, you understand? But the other people on the street, in the neighborhood, are carrying guns. And look, man, you know, when I have to walk or go places and you know, I just want to feel safe. You know, they got them, so I need one. Not that I want to hurt nobody or do no harm, but you know, I just feel like I need it for protection. You know, and he said, I know that you know, I'm taking a chance if the police catch me. I know if I'm taking a chance if the police catch me, there's a good chance I might go to jail and all that. But he says just the condition of the neighborhood right now, and I thought about that a long time, and it really made sense to me what this young man was talking about. It's just, you know, it's just that young black men, they don't particularly want to carry them and all that, but it's just the condition of the neighborhood that they're going through. Now, you had a situation not too long ago in which you were, we're not going to go into the your name and all that, that's not necessary, but you had a condition some time ago that made you have to carry a gun, right, sir?
That is correct.
And talk to us about that, what happened, all right? So people can understand the plight of a young black man. That's the name of this series, The Plight of a Young Black Man. So what happened, sir?
Well, some time ago, about 8 years ago, a young man basically shot me because he wanted my girlfriend. And he was legally insane and whatnot have you, and he basically beat it. And even though I had several witnesses, he beat it. I was paralyzed from that injury. Fast forward to the present, you know, I was doing a little better.
Hold on 1 minute. Because I remember your condition, and I didn't exactly know what had happened to you, but you were pretty banged up, and you were partially paralyzed, weren't you?
Oh yes, sir. I shattered 7 of my vertebrae in my lower spine. And yeah, I was totally paralyzed from the waist down.
And to fast forward now, to watch you, I saw you struggle, and I never thought you would walk again. And man, when I saw you move that wheelchair aside and start walking, I say, this brother here is strong and determined. Now you can fast forward us now, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. It was trying times even to come back, but I was determined. I had family to take care of, and you know, living in East Cleveland, especially with the condition of just, you know, with all of the crime and the situation with the police and all of that, you know, like not too long ago, my house was shot up, and when I called the police that night, they didn't even come to the next day, like 3 in the afternoon. If it wasn't for another neighboring city, they wouldn't have never even solved the case. And a lot of times when I go out, sometimes when I'm with my kids, I've been confronted and people have tried to rob me and have robbed me. So it makes me uncomfortable.
All right. Stay right there for a minute. Now, your children, man. I saw your beautiful daughter, your son. You have some beautiful kids, and you're a great dad. Go right ahead, sir.
I appreciate that. And I'm dedicated to being a father. Since I was paralyzed, I couldn't really work, so I had to. I dedicated all my energy and everything to my kids, and we got a lot of knuckleheads around here, and this knucklehead wanted to do something and jeopardize really my whole family because of something he was doing. And basically, he turned it around on me and wanted to be mad at me and threatening my life out here because I was protecting myself and my family.
All right, so
and,
go ahead.
It caused me to have to carry. And
all right, so to nothing that you had to do with, your house got shot up.
Nothing I had to do with.
It was just your house and your family on the street. It was like automatic weapon fire in your house, several other houses, and you said the East Cleveland police didn't come. And if it hadn't have been for a neighboring community police arresting this guy, he might have got away, right?
That's right. That's right. They didn't even. We called him that night. I called him once, called him twice, and when I called him the second time, they said they were sending somebody out, and they never showed until the next day. And the officer basically said it like, "Oh, well, we had forgot about it until we got a call from the neighboring city, the neighboring community." And he was just basically saying they were shorthanded, and I was just like, wow, so what was I supposed to do if I got shot or anything? If things were worse than what it was, God bless, no one was injured, but, it's just a shame that, I have to live like that. And when you being in a situation I am, it's very scary. Like the young gentleman you were just explaining about earlier, I kind of understand what he's saying. It's a lot of guys out here carrying, whether they legal or not legal with it, and not all of them are rational-minded thinking brothers. So, it worries me. I'll just say that. It worries me.
All right. So at some point, your life was, you didn't carry a weapon, but at some point, because you had your children and everything, and you was trying to do the right thing, but at some point, your life began to be threatened, right?
That is correct.
All right. So you tried to talk to this individual, say, hey, man, calm down, let's talk. But this individual, what he wanted to keep doing?
He wanted to continue to threaten my life. I basically went to him and told him everything. I'm scared. I don't want no problems. Leave me alone, please. Basically begging. And he continued to still say he was going to do something bad to me. He was going to kill me. So put me in a very bad spot.
So for a long time, you contemplated what to do, and because you knew you didn't want to carry a gun, did you?
No, I did not. I never have. I've never felt I had a need to until then.
All right, but at some point, you decided that you needed to carry a gun, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and that was a hard decision, right?
Very hard decision.
Talk to me about
Very
it.
hard decision. With one reason is just I'm not 100% familiar with weapons and things of that nature. Something dangerous could happen. Dropping it to go off, me get injured, my kids could find it or something like that. And just one that's just something I wasn't used to doing. I wasn't used to, having to carry a weapon. I don't be in trouble some places or doing things of that nature that would bring that type of stuff about.
Listen.
And just with the situation what I've been through, and I don't want to repeat that. And it was just kind of like a back and forth with that. You know what I mean?
Listen here. Listen. Here's what I want you to do. We're gonna have to take a quick station ID. Don't hang up. We're gonna continue this today. All right? Don't hang up.
Sir.
All right. We'll be right back. This is 1490 WERE. This is Real Talk, not fake news. The Art McCoy University Radio Show. We'll be right back. Some time ago, and here your life is being threatened again. This whole segment is called The Plight of a Young Black Man in the Hood. So now here your life is being threatened by a person that's just not listening to you when you going to him and say, hey man, I don't want no problem. And what he do?
He threatened me again.
He threatened you again.
He need to threaten me.
Yes, and so you were at the point whereby you felt like you had to do something, at least to try to protect yourself in some kind of way, because man, I saw your beautiful little baby girl and your son, and so you want to do is love on them and be a family man. But here this fool is threatening you, threatening your life for some stupid stuff, right?
Right, for something he did, and he was totally in the wrong about. And, like I said, I had to do what I had to do to protect me and mine. And he was upset about that for some strange reason.
Yes.
And I want to make it feel like that was my first option. I put paper behind it. I filed innocent charges. That paperwork don't block nothing when this man is going around telling people what he gonna do to me. Like, he wasn't just telling me; he was telling people in the neighborhood. And people were coming to me, basically telling me like I need to protect myself. Even though it was people who know that's not, something that I'm into, or the street life, anything. But they were telling me I may need to protect myself because this guy is not a rational thinker.
All right, so go ahead.
It was a very hard conclusion to come to. It didn't make me feel safe, but it made me feel ready for it if things came to that.
All right, so you went on and did something you didn't want to do. You purchased a gun, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, for your own protection. That's right, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
My protection.
All right. So lo and behold, you understand, you only have this gun for a short period of time, and this is the plight of a young black man. And tell us what happened.
So it was a holiday weekend, and I was out with my cousin, and we were going to a bar. We were driving down Euclid, and mind you, I'm licensed and insured. Nothing wrong. My car is completely working from head to toe, and somehow or another I get blurted. And the policemen, they searched my vehicle.
All right. For those that don't understand what blurt mean, tell them what that means, sir. Like an old school like me.
Oh, I'm sorry. They pulled us over.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Go right ahead.
They pulled us over. They didn't ask me if I was licensed or insured or anything. The officer jumped out the car immediately, removed his gun from the holster, and I believe because my passenger was moving a little too much or whatever, this gentleman just went from 0 to 60 and was screaming, hollering orders and demands, and we did what he asked to do, and he asked us to do, and upon searching the vehicle, they found my protection.
Wait a minute. Before they searched the vehicle, what did you tell them, sir?
I didn't tell them anything. I didn't even get to talk to them. They immediately just called for backup, removed me from the car.
All right. So after they searched the vehicle and they found the gun, right?
Yes, sir.
Then what did you tell them, sir? In all honesty, what did you tell the police? You told them the truth, right?
Yeah, I told them, it was just a protection. They saw my wheelchair, my canes and things, and I was saying, that I had been robbed, and it basically was just my protection for because I have somebody out who was trying to do something to me.
Yes, and you tried to file as much paperwork previously as you could to let whoever needed to know that someone was threatening you, but it was to no avail. And you were just earnest with the officer, right?
Oh, I was straight up with the officer.
What'd you tell the officer?
Immediately, I was straight up with the officer, just like, I've had a lot going on. Not only do I have a bullet in my spine, my house recently was shot up. And I said I've made several reports on this young man who's out here threatening my life, so I have this for my protection.
Were they understanding?
No, they were not.
All right,
they were not understanding.
They weren't understanding, and so subsequently you were arrested, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, I was.
And taken to that dirty jail, right?
Oh, that dirty needs to be shut down jail.
I do believe that East Cleveland jail is the worst jail in the whole wide world. I've been there myself. I don't think there's no worse, sir. So they took you to the jail and charged you, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
Sure.
And so the plight of a young black man is that you were shot in the beginning, basically paralyzed, were able to overcome that struggle, start walking again, even though it's a struggle for you sometime. Spend all your time trying to love on your children, and then another incident happened in which you had to start carrying a gun, and now you wound up with a case. This is truly the story of the plight of a young black man that happens so often. So, sir, where are you at with this case right now?
Well, right now we're just in the beginning stages. I will be arraigned pretty soon. Right now they just mailed me my true bills. That's basically it. We're right there right now. It's just really in the beginning, trying to get all my statutes in line, and I believe it can be thrown all the way out if I conclude that they didn't follow procedure, because they surely didn't have a reason to even pull me over at all. I wasn't doing anything illegal for the officer to even pull me over, so they had no reason to even. I wasn't a threat to anyone or anything. So I really don't understand. I wasn't holding up traffic or anything like that. So someone was telling me to look into that and then look up some codes and whatnot have you, some laws about that. But I plan on doing what I can and just basically telling whatever judge I have my story, and hopefully they can be sympathetic to what I'm going through. Like you said, the plight of a black man. It's like, I knew it would get me in trouble possibly if I got caught with it, but it's like, if I don't have it, I could possibly lose my life. I could be injured even worse than I'm already injured. And when you call the police and you expect them to come and they don't come until 16, 18 hours later, it really shows how much they care about you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So listen, I just wanted to bring you on because it is very important. I'm going to bring on many more stories of the plight of a young black man in our community. And you know that I will support you through this whole process because I know your story. It is the story of a good, decent young black man, but it's truly the plight of a young black man in the city. Thank you so much for your information. Is there anything that you'd like to conclude with?
I'd just like to say I appreciate you and everything you do for the community, Mr. McCoy. And keep doing what you do. We out here. We greatly appreciate you and Talk Radio.